The number experts say to focus on. Financial advisors agree that having a high savings rate along with appropriate asset allocations is one of the most significant components of building wealth. That's the number to focus on, they say. Yes, how much money you're saving on a monthly basis. Fidelity provides a framework, okay, balanced retirement progress. Framework includes saving your salary by age 30. See, one of the issues with that is that for someone like myself, my income has scaled so much. My income more than triple from the time I started working at 23, technically 24 years old, before the time I turned 30. So it's like, I wasn't the money I was making early on in my career. I'm still early on in my career, technically. Turned 31 this year. But earlier in the beginning, wouldn't put me in a position to have as much as I'm making right now at age 30. So it's something, that's stuff like that you have to factor in. By 30, you need to have your salary, which then increases to twice your salary by age 35. My goodness. 3 times by 40 and continues to go up until the goal of 10 times by age 67. If you make $100,000, say you have that invested by 30, I don't know if you're compound, because so much can happen in 5 years where you might be recovering from something like the panorama, but doubling in 5 years is a lot. Those rule of 72, right? 72 divided by 5. 72 divided by 10. Yes, you get a 14, 15% return of those 5 years if you contribute nothing. That's okay. Anyways, I'm not saying that number is wrong from a math standpoint, but that is, that's a lot. That may or may not be feasible. Yeah, as I'm, discussing right now, depending on where you're at. Asaf said, of the savings goals, but it just gives an easier view of what to do. The framework assumes that the investor will start saving at age 25 and save 15% annually. Again, so here we go. Fidelity Investments, 15%. They're saying is the number how much you need to save annually until retirement age from age 25. It's that simple. So again, that's 15% by the way of your growth. So if you make $100,000, you save 15% off rip. So that's $85,000 you got. All right. Then if you somebody, if you tie things like that, whatever, it's another 10%. Now you have 75% when you equate taxes. Let's just say your taxes $85,000 and you're married. So you mean that 12% range. It's not exactly that. But let's just call it 10%. That's 25% you got gone. So you have $75,000 and you got to pay for healthcare. So you're closer to spending 50% of what you make versus 100% of what you make than you think. When you start, if you're investing 15% of your gross. Recent retirement research. We got Fidelity and Vanguard in the same article. From Vanguard recommends that workers ramp up their annual retirement savings rate to 12% to 15% of their incomes and invest in an appropriate asset mix. Okay. For their ages, when talking about asset mix, in short, what they're saying is how aggressive your portfolio should or should not be, or how conservative it should be based off your age. Long story short, the older you are, the more conservative your portfolio should be. The younger you are, the more aggressive you can be, because when you're younger, you can deal with being an aggressive portfolio because you have time to recoup your losses. That's just a general mindset behind it. So if you do something like a target date fund where, saying you're going to retire in 2025 or 2030 or 2065, something like that, the ones that have the years that are further away, they're going to be more aggressive than the ones, the retirement years, 2025. So next year, that's going to be extremely conservative, a lot of bonds in that type of portfolio in general. I haven't looked at every single thing out there. Doing so, though, for that type of asset mix based off of, your profile can help improve your sustainable investment rate, the highest level of pre-retirement income they can replace. All right. John Rowland is saying, I would much rather have clients that save 15% of their income and get a 5% rate of return than save 1% of their income and get a 15%. Yes, that's simple math. Same client here, by the way, right? There can't be different clients. He said that to save money, you need to not spend it. Okay. Necessities, debt payments, investments, lifestyle. Yeah, to save money, don't spend it. You can save, you can invest, invest. You can spend it, you can give it away, however you want to look at it. This is a concept: save your money, not spend it. Emphasizing the book, The Millionaire Next Door. Is that? I don't know if I bought that book yet. I got so many books to read. I'm behind. Anyways, many people who have significant wealth you would never know because they don't look visibly wealthy, Roland said. Those are the people that, as they save and accumulate wealth, oftentimes have accumulated more than they ever anticipated, he said. If setting your retirement savings deferral rate to 15% now feels like too much of a financial stretch, you may instead try to boost your contributions by 1% per year. X% incremental increases can make a big difference in the long run. Let's just read more. Nothing for the read more. All right, y'all. Let's set y'all locked and load. A quick article here again. Americans think. Okay, can I get to the? Where did it go? What the hell? Where did my article go? I don't know what happened, y'all. Okay, anyways, Americans think they need almost 1.5 million to retire. Experts say to focus on another number instead. Yes, your savings rate. I mean, your savings rate is how much money you're putting in. So let me just go to the investment calculator to better, illustrate what they're saying. This is just the easiest one. Pull up. I got to share my screen again. But in short, what they're saving is, don't worry about, and I like this calculator because it gives you all these various options. And it has a bunch of other calculators on here. They're not just saying, hey, so it says target goal. Where's the target goal one? Here. So it says, they're saying, don't worry about your target goal. So let's say $1 million. Let's say, you're starting at 0%. You're 25 years old. And you're going to invest for 40 years and retire at age 64. Now they're trying to move into 70. Let's say you're going to invest for 45 years. Let's do a conservative investment of 6% as far as conservative rate of return, excuse me. So they're saying, don't worry about what you're trying to hit your target at let's do 1.5 million. Here, stick with the example. They're saying, don't worry about that 1.5 million. Instead, realize that you need to invest $572. All right. And if we do the math here real quick, Jesus. All right. And then we got 572 divided by 15 to figure out. So you need to make $3,813 a month, which is going to come out to ain't no way. Hold on. Is that right? Yep, divided by 12. Yep, so you got to make less than $25 an hour. This I always say I need to set my books up. This is what the Ramsey Network. This is what they'd be talking about. Like, it's y'all. And by the way, that's what a 6% return, like that, which is a very conservative return. Now, 15% is the same for everybody, as far as the same percentage for everyone. But hey, y'all saw the math right there.